Hey guys, I'm back again with the same old topic I keep coming back to. So, there's a thing going around the indie horror, indie movie community about if you pay to play or pay to purchase, whatever you want to call it, P2P, that the person who is contributing, whether it's a special thanks or a actor role or actress role or one day director or produce. Producer's the big one I like to talk about because I am a producer. But a lot of people, and this is a lot of the old school thinking, because someone like me or someone who purchased a assistant producer, associate producer, executive producer, that they're not really a real producer. And I call bullshit on that because without those contributions, you have no movie. If you're willing to put perks like that on your Indiegogo, Kickstart, if you're willing to put it out there, you must, and I'm not even asking, you must accept that person as an equal. The game has changed. The, the days of going to school to perfect your craft to making a movie using the things that you've learned, those are over. And I commend people who do it. Some of my favorite actors in the world, I know they went to school for this, and that's why they won awards and they're recognized a lot. But crowdfunding started roughly about a little over 10 years ago. But it's really caught fire mostly after the pandemic. I mean, yes, there was a lot before the pandemic, but everybody and their mother uses crowdfunding now. And I've worked with many people on what perks to put up, how much the perk should be. But I've also warned these people that if you're going to put out perks like acting, if you're going to put out perks with acting a scene with, producer, those kind of perks that people who there have to be hands-on with, you still have to include those people that put out the money because you're charging them a lot of money. And I know the PTP is good to build up a resume. And yes, maybe someday you could be on set and people are like, oh, hey, look at this resume and look at that resume. Let's get this person involved. But the dangers of putting a perk out like that, like I've seen executive producers ride as high as a couple $1,000s. If you're asking someone to pitch in couple thousand, couple hundred, hell, even $100 and something, you must include them with it. Now, me, I have a bunch of producing stuff. And I made sure that the people I've been involved with know that if I see a trailer, or if they send me a couple clips of a scene they're working on, I'm gonna say something if I don't like it. And I've been blessed. I've been blessed to work with some directors who will listen to me, and that I've had scenes changed. People who are contributing, I'm talking to you now. And I know Indiegogo crowdfunders, directors are probably not going to like me right now, but when you see a project and you see everything they have to offer, everything, who's going to be directing it, who's going to be starring in it. Make sure you get updates. Make sure you find out where you can get updates of everything. B, don't just throw your money into this campaign. Do some investigating. Do some work. If you don't know a particular director, automatically take that as a red flag. And I'm not saying that that person is bad. I'm saying if they're jumping at you right away, try to find out some things about them. Look up their IMDb resume. Maybe even talk to someone that's worked with them. Someone that maybe, obviously, you might know or have worked with before. Don't just say, oh, look at that perk, I want that. Just because of a poster or maybe a 10-second scene or a teaser trailer. Don't just throw your money into this thing. Investigate. Second, or is that third? No, it's third now. Third, when you do finally decide if you want to contribute or not, let them know right away. Putting your money, message someone, preferably the director. They should have a response on such like, thank you so much. Let them know also that you are going to be involved. Because I'm going to tell you right now, Indiegogo allows you a certain amount of time to pull your money back out. And if you're met with hesitation, if you're met with, oh, that's not how it works, get out. I'm going to talk to the directors and the people who put together these Indiegogos for a second. If you don't want these people involved, A, get rid of the perk. Go with physical things. T-shirts, popular. Posters, popular. Special thanks in the credits, popular. Blu-rays, popular. Anything people can hold. I got a t-shirt on. Wicked Jack. I love my indie t-shirts. Now, if it's a t-shirt, I'm not going to say, well, I contributed $20. I should have a say. Because I got my thing. See? I got my item. But when you're giving out perks such as director for a day, producer, I know I'm repeating myself. That's something we can't hold. I can't hold and grab the title of producer. So you have to give them credit. You have to. Like I said, the game changed. No longer do you have to go to school to perfect your craft. The wonderful world of indie horror and fan films have given people like me, people like XYZ, a place in movie history. Because a lot of people will be so proud to be involved in your project that they open up an IMDb page. And speaking of IMDb, when you put all your credits up, even the people behind the scenes, when you put them up, And I'm going to use my title, executive producer. Nowhere does it say executive producer P2P. It says executive producer. I've been lucky. I've been lucky to work with some people who have treated me as an equal. I have 5 independent awards. I know that's not a lot. To me, that's the world. Every single movie I'm involved in, I supported, I promoted. I'm proud to be part of it. To the old guard, to the old school people who have that old school mentality about P2P people are not really part of the project, that they're not a real actor, that they're not a real producer. I say this. Don't get involved in a project that has perks in it, that has these kind of perks. Because as long as you crowdfund and as long as you put these particular perks down, that is, you're asking people to spend their hard-earned money to help you get your film done, your dream. Some people, they call it their dream. Some people have been in this game so long that every movie is the same. But then you'll have that first-time director who's always wanted to be, there's another one. Someone who first-time directs, didn't go to school. Are you going to call them not a real director? Think about that. But yeah, we'll call him Mr. Z. Mr. Z, who's never made a movie, doesn't have the money to do it, offers these perks. You don't think he's going to be grateful that someone like me or Miss Y or whoever put in them their hard-earned money, $100. I've seen associate producers as low as $80 all the way to a couple $100. To some people, that's a whole paycheck. I've seen the assistant producers, a couple hundred to $1,000. I've seen executive producers from like 500 to a couple thousand. Actor roles, depends. Depends on if it's a male lead, a female lead, a background character, someone just doing a scene with maybe a famous celebrity. Those could run up a couple $100 easily. So you're willing to take their money to make your dream come true. But if they say something, oh, you're not a real producer. You're not a real actor. Stop doing Indiegogos with those perks in. See how far you get with t-shirts and thank yous. That's why some of these people who open these crowdfundings, that's why they do it. Because those are the big money makers. I don't know how many times I have to repeat this. The old school mentality doesn't want to come to terms that this is how it's done now. It's the same example as like American Idol and America's Got Talent. Yeah, these guys have performed before, but they've never had that hard run that a lot of garage bands had to go through. And here comes America's Got Talent, American Idol. They can skip the line now. And they win the competition. Here's your contract. Same idea. The days of hard times and busting your ass, they're still there. But me, I don't have that kind of money to go to school. I've never had it. But when I heard about this thing called promoting and P2P, when I grew up, that's all I wanted to ever be, involved with movies. And God damn it, no one is taking that away from me. If I contribute and I contact you and you say, "Oh, thank you, but we have real producers on the scene." Hell, I've been in video calls because my lack of being able to travel. I've been part of readings, even though I haven't done an act yet. But I've watched them. Maybe I'm the lucky one. Maybe some people out there, they don't care. They just want to contribute to help you. And if they don't say anything, then hey, I win for you. But if someone spends $500 to be an executive producer, assistant producer, an actor, and you tell them that they're not real, get ready to lose your money. And I'm imploring that. People, like I said, those who are contributing, do your homework. Find out whoever's running these movies, whether it's the movie itself or the Indiegogo, because sometimes they're different. Sometimes one person does one part and one person does another part. Do your homework. Directors, my last word to you guys. If you're going to open up an Indiegogo and you're going to give out these perks, you have no choice but to put them, whatever they contribute, on a level. Like I said, if they get a t-shirt, give them the t-shirt. Now their part of the movie is done. Those physical perks are great. But a lot of directors know physical perks aren't going to pay for the whole movie. So if you don't want to offer these, my advice to you is start networking. Look for investors. Just don't try to cheat people and say, "Oh, here's your associate producer." Don't take their dreams away just to make yours. That's all I gotta say about this. For those directors who I've worked with, thank you. Thank you for the respect. But I haven't always worked for. There's a guy out there, Halloween Evil Lives. Started his thing before the pandemic. And he released a 10-minute little clip so far. Screwed over a bunch of people. That's why I come with this advice now. Do your homework. Much love.